Second Olamide here.
Good morning, Olamide.
This is so good. Good morning,
I have one Olamide, I have a second one here.
It's very
how do you
weird
feel?
calling my name. I feel very weird, but I'm happy and honored to be part of Olamide Squared.
Right.
Okay.
Theophilus, how do you feel?
I'm happy to be here. I have some good stories for you guys.
Yes, let's have
Go
it.
ahead.
We'll jump right into it. As usual, TVC has a finger on the pulse. If it's trending, we're talking about it. For our first story, very sad one, a disturbing video from Christ-Mitots School, Ikorodu, has sparked outrage after teacher Stella Nwadigo was caught slapping a 3-year-old boy, Abayomi Michael, 6 times for struggling to understand a lesson. Now, the intensity of this punishment described as abusive. Now, TVC cannot play the video because it is quite traumatic, but the intensity of the slaps has raised serious concerns about child safety in schools. Nwadigo, who justified her actions by claiming that the child is her son, was arrested by the Lagos State Police Command and is currently in detention. Now, of course, this incident has reignited calls for stricter child protection policies and accountability in schools. Parents and advocacy groups are rightly demanding swift justice and measures to prevent such abuse. Because of the severity of, like I said in the video, TVC will not be able to play this. But she could be facing criminal charges. It is a very big possibility. I mean, the Nigerian Constitution does grant children the right to protection from inhumane treatment and degrading punishment. It also protects them from any sort of physical, mental, or emotional injury. And people on social media are saying that it's not a criminal offense, especially because the boy was her son, and we all got beaten in high school. But I think that at the very least, she should be charged or tried before a family court, because these repercussions are big. I really hope that as a society we learn to unpack and unlearn some of these notions, that in order for something to be good, it must first be painful. And frankly, it's counterproductive to be beating children, because science has actually shown, funny enough, that the best way to teach a child is through active play. Playing with a child and engaging softly with them actually increases their cognitive development. So, Ms. Stella, you didn't do a very good job, and I will be following this case as we go. We're going to take a look at what social media is saying right now. One user said, "You do this to my child or any child I know, he don't be for you." Same here. Now, why is supposed to be for this wicked teacher? I heard this teacher's name is Stella, and she must lose that job. We'll take another tweet. I completely agree with you, Chidi. Another tweeter says, "The hitting was too hard for a 3-year-old. But it's funny how people are pretending like they didn't get such treatment, or worse, from their teachers and their parents. My parents didn't beat me." Reacting surprised like it's a strange thing. Again, normalizing this abuse. One person made a very, very valid point. Oluomo says, "We urgently need a disclosure and barring service system in our country for roles like gatemen, teachers, housemaids, doctors, nurses, and drivers. Proper background checks are essential for safety and accountability." I completely agree. Let's put it in law and put it in the books. But as usual, we want to hear from you. What would you do if somebody smacked up your 3-year-old child? Comment on our YouTube live stream and let's talk. Our next story, Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, recently celebrated his son Jordan for earning a Master of Law degree from Queen Mary University in London. Sharing his pride on social media, Wike lauded his son's dedication and academic progress. However, the announcement, of course, as usual, stirred a storm of criticism on social media, with many drawing attention to Wike's 2016 decision to scrap the Rivers State Foreign Scholarship Program. The move, which left many underprivileged students unable to pursue their education abroad, has fueled accusations of favoritism and the widening gap between the haves and the have-nots. Now, critics are arguing that Wike's family enjoys access to elite education, while other people are denied similar opportunities due to policies enacted under his leadership. I will say this, that even though he scrapped the River State Scholarship Program, he did implement another scholarship scheme in Abuja in 2023, where indigenous Abuja students were given funds to study both in Nigeria and abroad. It's very important in cases like this, as much as we don't like to hear it, to not visit the sins of the father upon the son. He is still a child. He did still, go to school, and this is a celebratory moment for him. Pardon me. We're going to take a look at social media and see what people are saying. Now, someone said congratulations to him while posting this video. I'm guessing that that's sarcasm. We'll take another tweet. Another user said, "You couldn't build a university that can bequeath your children tertiary education in Rivers State, not to talk of Abuja. You can't give your children, but I bet all you investment in these children abroad All your investment in these children abroad will come to nothing. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. Nigerians are talking. We'll take another tweet. Another user says, you were governor for 8 years in Rivers State, one of Nigeria's wealthiest states. You looted the state dry and couldn't build a single school where your children could earn a master's in law. What a crying shame. He has in the past shown a passion for education, and I'm sure that as we follow him, we will see more of his hand in education. For our final story, the sister of ChatGPT executive Sam Altman has filed a lawsuit alleging that he regularly sexually abused her for several years, starting from when they were children. She claims that the abuse started when she was 3 years old and her brother was 12. The filing alleges that the last instance of abuse took place when he was an adult, but his sister, known simply as Annie, was still a child. Now, she's seeking punitive damages of $75,000. That's not a lot of money for a big millionaire. Well, Mr. Altman, who is the chief executive of ChatGPT, has denied the claims, and he did say that he did not do any of that stuff, and she is unwell. His mother and brother, they released a statement, and they said that she is unwell, and none of this has happened. It's been fabricated. So we'll take some tweets. Someone said to him, if the accusations are actually false, Sam, why aren't you returning with a defamation case? Valid point. That alone, combined with the preemptive, let me reveal this to the world and say it's false, is a really weird move from you. We'll take another tweet. Someone else says, dude, it's your sister and you're a billionaire. Why not just give her $10 million and tell her you love her no matter what? Chris, it's not that easy. Another user says, I respect you tons, Sam, but let's be real. 75K is not exactly a money grab, especially for you. It raises way more questions than it addresses. And this is very true. Although he has come out to say that his sister is mentally unwell, we have to follow the trends of believing victims when they come out, regardless of who they are. Now, I noticed something very interesting today on the internet, because while I was doing research for this story and I tried to type in the points of this story to ChatGPT, it completely wiped away all of the information about Sam. So not only does he have more financial power than his sister, he also has more digital power and more digital equity. So we're going to see how this plays out, because ChatGPT is one of the most loved apps of this time and day, and I hope that that doesn't warp our judgment of his sister, who is claiming to be a victim. Now, I like to end my segment with something fun called the post of the day, and this is it. A man posted his picture and said, hello 2025, looking very handsome, I must say, Adeyinka. And somebody commented, I'm Adiola and you're Adeyinka. Wouldn't you mind if I added Dimeji? Do you get it? Very, very funny tweets by him. Well, that is it today for Trending Now.